This is James from Real Reviews from the Rock, and this is Real Facts. 100 years ago, German director F.W. Murnau directed what is revered as one of the earliest horror masterpieces, the 1922 film Nosferatu. This would be the first film for freshman studio Piranha Film. The film follows Thomas Hutter, an estate agent who is sent to Transylvania to visit Count Orlok, who plans to buy a home in England near Hutter's own residence. While en route to the castle, Hutter is shocked to find that the locals are terribly frightened by the Count, some even warning him not to go. Count Orlok is found to be not just another man, but a creature who reveals himself as a monster. Hutter must find a way to escape the Count's castle before it's too late. The film emits a creepy and unsettling feeling to its audience, mostly due to the way the film was made. Murnau used creative shots and angles to film the monster, Count Orlok, in such ways that it gave the appearance that the creature lurked only in the shadows. The setting of the film is the place where nightmares are made. It was dark, gothic, and created an atmosphere within the film that might remind some audience members the fear they once had as a child laying in the dark. While the film was not considered a hit at the time, it has gained notoriety over the last century and is often described as one of the silent era's most influential masterpieces, which set the template for the horror films that followed. When searching for the film on Rotten Tomatoes, curious minds will find that it currently holds a 97% fresh rating from 63 reviews. This is a film, however, that future audiences almost never got to see. Bram Stoker's masterpiece Dracula was published in 1897. While the story is creatively told through the means of letters, diary entries, and newspaper articles, it follows solicitor Jonathan Harker visiting Count Dracula at his castle. After Dracula reveals himself to be a vampire, Harker escapes the castle. Dracula, however, moves to the small seaside town of Wilpy, where he plagues the residents. Does this sound familiar? While Bram Stoker died in 1911, his widow, Florence Stoker, became the caretaker of his literary estate. The money that was paid to the estate for residuals was meager, and Stoker's widow found herself on hard times financially. So, it was understandable that she was angry when she first got word of Nosferatu. No one involved with the production had reached out to her for permission to produce the adaptation. Stoker's wife sued Piranha Film Studio for copyright infringement, citing the very noticeable similarities between the two films. While the film featured characters of different names and purposely omitted the word vampire, it was easy to find the distinct similarities between Nosferatu and Dracula. But even if some didn't see them for themselves, the poster for Nosferatu featured a byline that read, "Freely adapted from Bram Stoker's Dracula." After hearing the case, a judge ruled that Nosferatu did in fact infringe on Bram Stoker's Dracula, and ordered the film to cease showings immediately, and subsequently ordered that all prints of the film be destroyed. The ruling crippled Piranha Film Studios, which had to declare bankruptcy, shuttering the studio for good. Someone, however, saved a copy of the film, which made its way to America in 1929. This is where Nosferatu began to build its cult following. The nature and look of the film mesmerized and terrified audiences. Nosferatu went on to inspire vampire movies as we know them today, with several directors citing the film as inspiration for getting into the film industry. The copy that made it to America was in good condition. However, it was in fact missing small sections of the film. Over the years, the film has continued to be replicated, with those missing sections being placed back into the film after other saved negatives have been found. Florence Stoker would never receive any residuals from the film, and were unaware if she even knew of Nosferatu's success in America. Today, Nosferatu can be found on streaming services such as Amazon Prime and YouTube. Even though the film is over 100 years old, it very much still stands up today.